Hey, what's up YouTube? So I'm on a little bit of vacation and I decided that I was gonna make some wood chips. So there's some of my previous activity, and I just went out and I grabbed up a bunch of this deadfall that's out where I live, and these are the knives that I'm just gonna mess around with, knives and axes that I'm gonna mess around with. Check them out. I'm making a video of it. You're on the camera now because I know you just came out. I can hear you. One of my daughters just walked out because she's interested in what Dad's doing. So just to run down, this is a Spyderco Forester, awesome design, N690. I got a Spyderco Shemprock VG10. This is a John Greco Companion, which is I think the steel on this is 8670. This is a Condor knife and tool, one of the double bitted axes. I can't remember what the name of that one is actually. We got a SOG tomahawk there, and then that's a Blind Horse Knives. That's the Woodsman Pro. I've been using that one already. I really like the way that goes. Not so much the narrow handle up at the front, but I like how it goes through the wood. That one's a 01 tool steel. And then this Rockforge axe I just bought. Thanks, honey. The Rockforge axe I bought at a Home Depot. Just something to fart around with. I will say that on this one, you want to hold that camera? Just hold it right there. Oh, don't put your fingers in front of the lens. But I had to redo the edge already on this once because I was using it to break down some other wood, and it had chipped out and impacted, so I took it to some of the stones that I have, and they're starting to, okay, and I reprofiled it and got it sharpened back up. So let me take that back from her since her hands are hurting. She's checking out the Woodsman Pro now. So I'm gonna do a little bit of work, and then maybe I'll give you some more looks at some stuff. All right, just thought I'd point this out. This is kind of an artificial stump I made. I took a 6" by 6" by 8" log that you can buy again at Home Depot or Lowe's or Ace Hardware, where they sell lumber for you, and I cut it down and just glued it together to make this. And here's some of the safety equipment I got. A couple of goggles. Those are ANSI 87, whatever that 87.1 rated, A couple of cheap leather work gloves, and these are something kind of like for gardening, I guess, but they've got the synthetic leather and a little bit of padding across the knuckles, so nothing really exotic, but they do the job. I want to take a look at these axes again, show them to you. You want to hold that? Hold it just like that. There you go. My daughter's with me still out here. And take a look at all these. And interestingly, they got this little like plastic mask that goes over the edge on that one. Not too bad. So I have no idea what the steel is on this thing. You see it's 0.5 kilograms, so what is that, probably 1.25 pounds, I think it says, used to say right there. So I like working with this one. I like the way it feels in the hand. Not too bad. On this tomahawk, I think this is a 420 series steel, and I don't know if you can tell on there, there's kind of this like coating where they coated this edge, so it's kind of like fingernail polish. It almost looks like some type of lacquer or something, and then the edge is actually clear. And like I said, this was that Condor one. I'm pretty sure this one is a 440 series stainless. Interesting that it's got the pin that holds it on, as well as the way it fits over the head. You guys might have seen this before in other people's videos, but the head fits over into a slot with that, and then the pin to keep it close. Alright, more to follow. Alright guys, I thought I would give you a look at the knives without their sheaths. Again, this is the Hossam Forester. This is the biggest one of the 4 that they made in this design. This has got the 9.5 inch blade. As you can see, recurved, big belly right there. Fairly stout N690 CO. That edge is rounded along the spine. So, unique handles as well. Interested to see how well these do. I always look at this kind of beacon. I think, you know, maybe hold it like that and really reach out. We'll see how that goes. Shemprock. This is the FRN scales. We've got water. I'm getting ready. And FRN scales with the bidirectional texture, which are screwed on, if you can see there. So we'll see how this one goes. Kind of like a modified kukri with the negative blade angle. See how that one goes. Here's that John Greco companion. So really thick stock on this one, but it tapers down. It's got the swedges on both sides. Again, this is I think it's 8670 is the actual steel that he uses on these knives, or used on these knives when I bought them. I have several of his fixed blades that I bought, and a couple of folders, believe it or not. So we'll see how that one does. I'm interested to see how like batoning works with the swedge there. And then the Woodsman Pro, you guys have probably seen this other people's channels and stuff. It was a pretty popular model for blind horse knives last year. I think it was August or September. They made a run of these as one of their monthly specials. I jumped on that. I think Biking Sean I think has the Woodsman, which is the smaller model. This is Woodsman Pro, which is I think a 4-inch blade. You see it's got a little bit of oil on it. This is 01 tool steel, so I got to be careful about not letting it rust. So it's a flat saber grind and then a secondary edge bevel on there. Like I said, it thins down right here in the handles, and you know, when you're like doing some work, I find it kind of fatiguing because you're trying to grip this very thin cross section. But for batoning, it's been working like a champ. So, all right, more to come. Hey guys, I thought I'd do a little bit of cardboard cutting with these knives. You can see I threw these all into my makeshift stump. This is the only one that I could not get to stick, throwing it into the edge. It wants to bounce out every time. Puts a good little cut in there. It just won't bite in far enough. But it is sharp, even for being a thick blade. Not as sharp as I thought, I guess, huh? Going across. Let's see. If I cut it this way. Cut with it. So it's got a thick blade, so man, it's not doing very good on this at all. It was doing better just a minute ago. Guess my technique sucks. Let's move on to the Greco. And you can see I'm kind of cutting with the flutes in this case. Sometimes I'm going across them. And I'm trying to do it at an angle. Kind of give it some help. There we go. So this one actually surprised me with how sharp it was. Let's get back to this one. See if I can get this one going again. Nope. This is definitely the dullest of them all. If you think of sharpness as being how acute it comes, I mean, it feels sharp there, but it's so thick. I think that it's just having a little bit of trouble just going through this stuff. With the flutes, it's not so bad. Going across them was second wind there, wasn't it? Let's get another piece. Let's try out this Hossam. Hopefully I'm in frame on these. that's going across the flutes. So you definitely got to pull, but it is going through pretty good. There it was, an angle cut. It's not easy looking at the viewfinder or the little LCD screen and then trying to cut at the same time. All right. Yeah, that sucked. Now this is the one, this one bites really good, goes right through it. So obviously the thinnest edge, thinnest profile too. I don't know if everybody knows this, but on the Hossam, this is actually a convex edge that they've applied to it. So it's not a V-grind, it actually is rounded over. Let's see if I can, show you any kind of thickness here. Yeah, it looks blurry as hell. But pretty thick cross section. You know, it's I think it's 3/16 or something like that. Across top, maybe I'll annotate that down the bottom, put some specs. There's the Jerry Hossam design and 690 CO, and made in Italy. I think it was Fox Knives did these ones for Spyderco. If you didn't know too, going off on a little tangent here about these, but you know, Jerry Hossam had been working with Ontario Knife Company. You guys know that he's got that Retribution folder, 2 different sizes with them. Well, he was going to actually do these with Ontario, making with Fox Knives, believe it or not. And that deal kind of fell through, and well, that was kind of weird, huh? Messing with the video there with the shine. But Spyderco kind of picked up the design and left it there in Italy for manufacturing. That's how we wound up with these. So, show you just a pile of stuff. The wood that I'm using, I think it's a pine of some sort, and this is, like I said, it's all deadfall, but the bark is all kind of flaking off of it. When I'm hitting it with the axe or even some of the knives, you know, the stuff is just blowing apart. Here's a big old pile of just bark. There's some of the wood I've processed. I'll zoom out here. So there's some of the wood. Made it all kind of uniform size. There's some stuff I'm going to be cutting down, making into smaller kindling. There's some more of my stuff. I still got to chop and, you know, the mess and everything. Alright. Pick of the knives. Alright, I figured I might as well show how sharp the axes are too. So get that in there. See if any kind of sharp. Wood cutting sharp, not really cardboard cutting sharp. That didn't look so bad. looks pretty good. Let's try the other side. Not so much on that one. Let's go back to the other side. Does all right going with the fluting, but not against it. This seemed to be the best of the three. This one does have two different edge geometries on it. So this is the thicker one. You can't see that's for splitting, and this one is much thinner. Profile on that. So this is the side that was cutting the best, and it feels sharper than this side. See how polished these are too. Wonder if that's leading to the less aggression in the cutting. All right. If you guys got better ideas on technique, feel free to write them down in the comments or even make a video response. Just don't make any smart-ass comments, okay? Because that's not really beneficial for anybody. But you got something to tell me how I can do this stuff better, let me know. I'm pretty much a city slicker. I grew up in a fairly big town. I grew up in Phoenix. And I live out in Florida now. But this stuff that I'm chopping, some of the deadfall that I'm finding, is pretty old wood, and as you can see here, like, it looks like it's some of that fat wood. Some of it is, it's got the, especially like right in there, see all the resin? See the resin inside of that? And I'm sure I'm putting my tools through hell, kind of chopping through that crap. So, got a little bit of a spider web, I think, somewhere in this one too. Yeah, right there. Sorry if the video here is disorienting for people. I'm trying to just show you stuff and hand holding with my camera. So, feels kind of gnarly too. I think I'm going to be taking the splitting edge of that condor one to this. See how that goes. Or if I can get you guys up here. Let's see if I can do that. I'm getting a lot of balance too, because I'm not holding this stuff down very well. The other end, this side sticks a lot better. I'm noticing. That should be interesting to split now. So there's some of that resin all up through there. Yeah, this is a big old fat piece of fat wood. Still a little sticky. You can see some of the pine resin coming through the bark too. Pretty cool. I guarantee I am no Cliff Stamp, Northern Canadian, clearing out, land that I own. Like I said, I'm pretty much a city slicker. Just farting around here with my knives and stuff. Gonna give this one a shot. See how this goes. See, I'm getting a lot of bounce. It's not really biting. You got a knot right there. Probably not the best place for me to be chopping through. Go right through that knot. Anybody nervous about my hand being right here? I kind of am. Sure, I'm not getting optimal penetration. You know, I'm kind of hitting up here, not really into the belly. Man, that took some effort. There we go. I don't know which side I was chopping through. Definitely this side. This side on that piece. I think maybe this one on this side. I don't remember. So, I'll tell you one thing. This little beak right here, man. When that thing lands, you can feel that right into your pinky for sure. It's not very gentle. This is an old piece of driftwood I found on the beach area near where I live. So I figured take that, try and make some little shavings off of it. This is the John Greco companion here. Just give it a go. It's got a fairly steep angle, so I'm trying to shave off, but I got to kind of lean into it to get it to bite. There you go. Then it kind of takes off a bigger chunk than I'm kind of wanting. Wisdom Pro. That's what You guys can't tell, but like I said before, I'm really having a grip right there because it's so thin and narrow. I didn't listen to Gavco. Small casualty. And caught me right across the finger there. But it's a lot less deep than Virtual Vice's was. Believe it or not, I did that with the axe. It went through the glove and through my finger a little there. Luckily I was going slow. Not sure if I like that recurve right immediately there, and trying to do fine work with it. Kind of, you know, the belly helps. If I feel like the belly helps to bite in a little better, but the belly's far away from where my hand is at. I think it bites the most. VG10, the Shemprock, probably because it's thinner ground. Well, I think it's thinner ground. Maybe not. I think so, though, just looking at it. But it has the thinner edge profile, I think, which is why it's doing better. Thinner angle at the edge. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly so that people understand what I'm trying to say. I'm not misspeaking. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I am. Do a little more with the Woodsman Pro. Oops. Yeah, my clothes getting hung up there. Yeah, I have to attack at a steeper angle with this one and the Greco Companion. But once you find that angle, you know, and you maintain it, it just cuts right through. So I'm really not having a problem there. There we go. Looks like I lost some curls in the middle there. Probably cut through them. Just shears right through that. I don't know if you guys can tell what kind of wood this is. It was a piece of driftwood again that I just found, or it was a tree like growing on the beach that had died. When I pulled it up, it had a root ball on it and stuff. I don't know if anybody can tell what kind of wood that is. It didn't have a smell. I was thinking, looking at the color, like maybe it was a cedar of some sort, but I don't know. It doesn't have a smell like cedar. Yeah. All this wood is pretty hard, I know that much. So, because it's dead and kind of been seasoned, weathered. Sure as hell ain't soft living stuff. Sorry, that might have been off camera, huh? So, see how thick that is, how deep I'm digging in. Okay, so this is some of the wood that I processed that you guys have seen in the video so far. And if you show right here, here's some of the little shavings that I made. I got a bit of the fat wood and some of that darker reddish looking wood. I got my fire steel here, and I'm going to use this knife to strike it. This is a Spyderco Manix 2 lightweight, the blue version. This is one of the initial run. It's got the pinned pivot as well. This is a CTS BD1 stainless steel. I'm going to give this a shot. Wow, I knocked everything out. Is the battery dying too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. What's up?
Unrelated tissue?
No.
Sorry.
Maybe I should get a cotton ball or something, huh?
Oh yeah, something like that.
Think so?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on, let me go get that.
Yes, yeah, I'm guessing the cotton could be more flammable.
What's that?
The cotton could be more flammable.
It will be, for sure. Now all I gotta do is get the stuff to strike onto it.
I told you.
Alright, well it took a little bit of blowing to stoke the fire and the little pieces, but once it started going, it's going. We got a bit of a breeze too, so probably burn through that fairly fast. Now we got the hot dogs and the marshmallows.